Okay guys, we'll just wait for people to trickle in here. We got knocked off our live stream here. Hi. Don't worry. Okay guys, we're back. You see a lot of these no trespassing signs in the windows. Lots of activity tonight. Yeah, we're back. We got knocked off there. I was actually out of data. I don't know how we got knocked out there. But I ended up buying more data just so we can be sure that we've got enough for the evening. What a beautiful piece of... Hi! How you doing? Good to see you. Some you Ottawa Scotty guys over there. We had a nice conversation with those two truckers. While seems like every time I've got a good conversation happening, I get knocked out here. Thanks for hanging with you Ottawa Scotty on your on your Wednesday night here. It's a pleasure to hang with you on your Wednesday night. I hope you've enjoyed your hang so far with you Ottawa Scotty on your Wednesday night. It's a pleasure to be with you. Had a really nice conversation. A lot of the trucks don't want to talk tonight, and that's fine too. We got to respect that. I think a lot of people on edge tonight, but we're seeing a lot of activity. There are a lot of people down here, a lot of supporters. The notices have gone out, but we'll see what's going to happen. These guys are not going anywhere. Giving Praise from Texas is standing strong with you all. Thank you, Giving Praise. Really appreciate your support. And guys, if you feel so inclined, a lot of people are asking how to, if they want to support the channel, you can go to my website, www.uottawascotty.com. I've got my... and Jayla's playing a gig tonight. Jayla's playing a gig, so she's not able to be in the chat. Guys, you see any trolls in the chat, just ignore them. We're just here to get some information. Hope you're all having a good night at home. Things are definitely a little tense down here for sure. Let's see if we can get some coffee. These guys are always so great. They've got the coffee going all the time. Let's see if we can get ourselves a little Freedom coffee. Ah, look at this. And Jesse, where are my Sharpies? Guys are gonna sign this truck. Well, I'll got a couple signatures to take care of here tonight, but I'll make sure they go actually onto a vehicle. Hi, don't worry. Let's see. Well, some great food happening here. Lots of food, lots of kids around, families. Food smells great. Let's grab a.
Thank you. What's up? Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Hey, Scotty!
Yeah, man. Yeah,
hey, Scotty,
yeah.
man. Gotta tell you, I'm so happy to see you.
Yeah.
And nice to see you with your hair down too. I don't know if I missed that last night. Okay, so we met the other day from Ottawa, and I actually saw. Anyway, last night I was there and I was watching you streaming, and I, who am here 4 days a week, just gotta say it was relieving for me to see you and to hear your talks and everything. But I'll say it was relieving. And at one point, your stream went down, and I was like, oh, it's probably cold, But anyways, but for a moment, just with the tension in the air and stuff, I was like a bit worried for a second, and then I saw you came back on. Anyways, when you came back on, I just got to say, like, it was so relieving, and it's just such funny circumstances when you put it that way. But anyways, thanks a bunch.
No, thank you, my friend. Yeah, people were loving your interview the other night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they were making a lot of... Because people were actually specifically asking about students and if they were down here.
Yeah,
so actually, you're the first person I talked to that was a student. And so people really enjoyed your take on things.
I'm glad to hear it.
You're doing your doctorate, sorry.
Yeah.
Where are you?
So I'm
McGill.
Yep, PhD candidate in the Department of Anthropology at McGill University.
Right.
I do not represent my department here. So that's my work, and with Mongolian reindeer herders living in a national park, whose daily life is essentially criminalized by the regulatory framework in place to protect. Ooh, there's a nice cool wind dropping in right now.
It's nice
cool
outside.
air, yeah. Anywho, that's kind of that's what I do. Yeah.
It's so nice to see you again. I was down here. I was here yesterday, and you weren't here.
Yeah,
everybody's really friendly.
Oh yeah.
And you got what do you have going on tonight? Do you have coffee and
coffee, hot chocolate? Yeah,
it smells.
Coffee, hot chocolate. I mean, next door, of course, there's soup, and we've got like someone brought some chocolate, some Mars bars. That's probably the best one left, Mars bar. It said whatever people want, right? And is this a milk treat?
That's yours, buddy.
Yes,
that
sir.
One is yours.
Milky Way. All right, that's mine. And just chat with people and stuff like that. Same douche. And and you didn't see me yesterday because I don't come every day.
Yeah.
And that was part of why I was so happy to see you, because you were for me a testament. Okay. I can see what's going on, and I really appreciate it.
Dude, listen.
So funny.
Forgive me. What is your first name?
Yeah, it's Nick.
Nick.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
wouldn't mind, sharing. I was actually thinking of that at home. I was like, I would actually like to share contacts with you, just because. It's been interesting, a nice encounter, but also like I do want to say, I find I'm an anthropologist, right?
Yeah.
And like the method that makes anthropology participant observation, learning by being with people and speaking and blah, blah, blah. And I can say, not because training and experience makes me an expert in that, although some would say, but all that say, you do an excellent job of listening. And I think I even heard you say last night or something like you've learned how to listen or something.
I have.
It shows.
I have. I've learned a lot just by coming down. I learned a lot from you guys. I never in a million years, I've never seen anything like this before, and I probably never will.
Yeah.
But anthropology, like you say, is you're wanting to insert yourself into like. But it's very hard to do, isn't it?
Everything is context dependent, people dependent, etc. But let's say it's not. It's complex, and real integration, immersion depends on where you are, right? It's easy. It used to be it takes time, right? Because let's say I spent 4 months in Mongolia with reindeer herders there, right? And it became a certain amount of closeness, intimacy, and subjects we could talk about, right? But then I returned 4 years later for another 3 months, right? And then it's new challenges, new breakthroughs, improvements. Some people, after having known me, over the course of 7 months, let's say over 4 years, that's when they finally open up about something. That's when I learned, there's actually conflict here and disagreements.
Okay.
Right? So it's a long-term process. And of course, it depends on what your research is doing, because a lot of people in anthropology nowadays, anthropology used to be like, back in the day, used to be going to study with the primitive, blah, blah, blah. That was like, sociology was about industrial, like societies, evolution, like civilized societies, whereas anthropology was about the primitive and trying to understand how we got there, whatever.
Yeah.
But of course, over the years, anthropology became like, you can study absolutely anything you can think of as long as you can just convince someone to either finance or authorize or whatever. But all that to say is now, you know, some people like I do pretty old school anthropology in the sense that I still go, well, when I'm allowed to, I go to Mongolia and I spend time with a tribe of reindeer herders in the woods, you know, in the mountains. But a lot of it is like following.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you guys more.
Yeah, you want to top up on your coffee?
No, I'm all right.
Sounds good.
Unless you got the right drum to put in here.
Okay, gotcha. Take care. Yeah. And so gotcha. You got this, bud. And so like people follow like you know, transnational processes, and you know, someone might do a study in anthropology where they're like, I study mushrooms in relation to humans through cuisine in 3 different continents, thinking of how that reflects on gender relations in a capitalist economy. You know, like, so all that to say, the research for that, the integration for following mushrooms, like there's legit like a read called Following the Mushroom or something. That will be a very different type of integration and like participation in people's lives, because you're not in one location or not with one group who moves locations, right? So you can do a whole lot of things, but the classic, the raison d'être, or the original spirit of anthropology methodologically, and also what that brings to your epistemology, how you learn, what kind of knowledge you rely on, or you know, that is what Bronislaw Malinowski called participant observation, because he was a Polish guy who was in he was doing his studies at like Oxford or Cambridge or whatever in the UK. He went to do his research in the Trobriand Islands close to Australia. And World War I happened, and he was Polish or whatever. He was stuck there, right? So war kept him there. Me, not war, but war, like mentioned, just kept me away from the field work. But anyways, that's Malinowski. That's the heart of anthropology, is participation with people.
So is that what we are doing here, is participant anthropology by going around these live streamers and participating?
I would say you're doing participant observation, so an important difference is, so I this is my way, but like, so for example, because you have an explicit, like you're doing more than participant observation. You're live streaming your participant observation. Now, of course, having that makes it so that it's harder for you to actually, because like to do something, right?
Yeah.
So, because when I'm in the field, right, I gotta take photos and videos because it helps me remember, it helps me communicate, blah blah blah. And some people there, they like it, and years later I bring them prints. But there's always a decision, because if I have the camera, there's a slight different experience, right? Although with you I can easily forget about it, but also there's an actual tangible, like I can do less to actually participate, because it's not just participating looking, it is, you know, the more full in you are, you know, the more you're learning directly through your experience, right? So
that's very interesting to think about, Nick. Yeah, because I think I think essentially what you're saying is that if politicians immerse themselves a little bit more in really listening to people, and like for instance, I think if maybe Justin Trudeau were to come down here, things might be a little bit different, as opposed to hiding in his cottage for 15 days.
You know, I was thinking about this the other week down here. So I was chatting with some folks, and I think I was chatting with Tim, you know, from Alberta, and he was telling me about the waste that happens with potatoes, for the red little potatoes. So when you make potatoes, and there's like a sift, and for the tiny ones go through, and you at your grocery store have nice tiny little red round potatoes. But there are some potatoes that don't go through that great, and they get tossed, you know, garbage. Maybe some pigs will eat, you know, but they get tossed, right? It's just a part of the normal detritus and the waste, you know. Some carrots, they weren't straight enough. You don't want to sell carrots like that, you know. And he was telling me that sometimes there are, you know, some homeless shelters sometimes that also say, or food banks, like, we don't take that. It's not good enough for the store. It's not good enough for us. You're disrespecting us. There's just like this interesting thing that can happen sometimes. When I heard about that, I don't know how to solve that situation with the waste of potatoes and carrots. However, I just for a second thought, wow, if someone actually, for example, a politician, right, actually spent a lot of time talking with people and just conversing, there would be so much information they could learn that would help at least get a better lay of the land of what actually constitutes our problems. Right. Not just vaguely, food waste. No. How is food being wasted? Blah, blah. What are some ideas people may have? Because there's such a diversity of people around here with their experiences and their knowledge. So much to be done by just spending time here and talking with people. Hello, would you like a hot coffee or a chocolate show?
I love this guy. Look at him go. Hey, Nick.
Ouais, ça match bien les courroies de
Nick's just...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Nick is a hit down here.
Turquoise mini house. Wow.
Hey, Nick, hook us up with a coffee here, brother.
Sounds good, bud.
Sweet talking to you, man. Yeah. I'll let you get back. Yeah, coffee. I'll let you get back to your work here.
And if ever I send you a message on your YouTube,
yeah, I got.
You might get a lot, or I don't know.
No, yeah, I have a website, youottawascotty.com, and I've got all my contact information
Perfect.
there.
Sounds good.
So, but I'll come see you tomorrow. You gonna be here tomorrow?
So it's a good chance that I'm gonna be here next on Friday. Right?
Okay.
Double shift Friday, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday.
We'll see you then.
Thank you. See you later, bud.
Take care, Nick. Everybody say bye, Nick. Wish him luck on his doctorate study. He's going hard down here, hooking us up with. Cheers, my friend. Yeah, thank you. Everybody's so friendly, so friendly. This is a nice place down here. We're getting hooked up with a coffee. All right. Alrighty. Let's have a look. Let's go down here. Oh, it's nice. It's a good coffee. So that's Nick. Nick, we had a nice talk with the other night. He's been volunteering at that. I'd say that's one of the best places down here to get a coffee. Everything's free, all donated. Let's go down here. There's so many people involved in this. Well, it's kind of weird to call it a protest. It doesn't feel like a protest. I'm not really sure what this is. Got our coffee here, guys. Had some nice food tonight. Met some really nice people and cruising around. It's been an eventful night so far. It's a peaceful occupation for freedom. Movement for freedom. Yeah, it's a little odd to call this a protest. It doesn't feel like a protest. But, of course, our politicians would say otherwise. That was a pretty interesting conversation we had with Nick. Nick is an anthropologist. And he studies, well, cultures, hardcore anthropology. You have to insert yourself into a population and learn about the population from within, but in a way that you don't disturb the vibe, I guess you could say. It would seem to me that our politicians are just completely out of touch with a lot of the people supporting this protest. How are you guys? Good to see you. You guys care to talk to my camera for a second? Did you guys care to talk to my camera? Okay. Have a great night. Take care. All right. Okay, Jayla is starting up our second set, I think, here on her gig. She's texting me, so Unfortunately, we don't have Jayla in the chat section here tonight. Had some nice conversations, sort of forgetting about all of the I guess movements of the authorities today. Alrighty. Beautiful night here tonight. It's supposed to start raining. It's warm though. I don't even have my gloves on. A lot of people out enjoying the evening. Just gonna put my. Here we go. I've got some housekeeping tasks to do here. Let's see. All right, Greg Popecki. There you go. There's your signature, my friend. You're on a piece of Canadian history now. Let's see here. There's hardly any room on this big trailer here. Let's see if we can find. You know what? Here we got to find a spot here. Just absolutely covered with signatures from one end to the other. One second here, guys. Let's see here. Standing on a milk crate. Oh no. Oh, damn it. Oh no. It's hard to reach up there. Let's see if I can. 1 second. 1 second here, guys. All right, we're just doing some signatures. We got a whole truck here just covered in signatures. It's the Sharpie's not working too good here. Got you on there, Maxim and Jesse. Got you on there. Just all right. That's about the best I can do for now. This thing is absolutely covered from one end to the other. My Sharpie's not working too well, but I got you on there. Alrighty, let's grab our Freedom Coffee and move on. walk down. You guys want to go down Kent? You guys want to go down to the Sir John A. Macdonald Parkway? Let us know. Sign the cop car. Oh my god, I would die. Sign the cop car. Can you imagine? I just walk right up, right on the windshield. Alright guys, so which way would you guys like me to go? Do you want to go down Kent, check out what's going down there? You want me to go down to the Alberta convoy down on the parkway? The Alberta convoy will require a bit of a walk. It'll be like about maybe a 10-minute walk from here. Some chill vibes, or I could go down Kent, or I could go both ways. Parliament Hill Police. Let's okay, so let's go. Okay, you guys want me to go down to apparently some police near Parliament, but a lot of you guys wanted me to go down Kent, so let's go down Kent. Let's go down Kent right now. The guys on the parkway have a pretty chill thing going on down there, so maybe it's a better idea to stay up here. And if it's easier to talk to people in places like that, that's the only thing. Just gotta. How are you guys? How's it going? You guys want to talk to my live stream for a quick second? Sure. Okay, so what brings you? Where are you from?
I'm from Rockland.
Oh, Rockland, yeah, I know. And yourself?
Here in Ottawa.
Okay.
Yes.
Local. Right on.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so let us know what brings you down to the Freedom Convoy on your Wednesday night.
I'm here to support everyone, supporting for freedom. I just want to make an appearance to show love and support.
Okay. And how has COVID affected your life? Is there a particular reason why you're down here tonight?
Well, I'm a registered nurse, and I was fired in November.
Okay.
On paid leave, and yeah, so that's why I'm here. So it gave me hope that our rights and freedom will be respected. Because they didn't want to have any religious exemption or anything like that.
Well, first of all, I'm very saddened to hear that. But we've heard that a lot. I've been down here since 2 weeks ago on Friday.
Okay.
We've heard this story time and time again. You're not the first person that I've talked to that has said that. And
So
I
felt there was something wrong, and I needed to stand for this. So I made this poster when I was first standing in September for us as nurses when we were threatened our job. And I had kept this poster in my garage, and every time it was garbage day, I'm like, I should just get rid of it. But I just had a feeling that I wasn't done with it, and it's been my suit in the last 3 weeks.
we're so happy that you kept it.
So you have no idea what it means for them to be here, like for us to stand together. I've been here almost every day, and it's the most amazing place to be. Like, this is du jamais vu. Like, the generosity, the things I've seen, it's like, it's even better than church. You can get prayers, there's preaching, there's parties, music, bouncy castle, hockey games. Like, it's the generosity. There's food everywhere. It's free. They feed the homeless. Like, we see the support of our veterans. It's just so, it's beyond. Everybody's happy. like you could come here alone and just have conversation with anyone. It's like you've never experienced that, and everybody's just, I don't know, so happy and high five and smiles.
Let's do that right now. We'll get a little high five action.
Yay! Freedom!
Can you give us a sense for, because we've heard that sort of rinse and repeat down here. I mean, we've heard that story a lot. Can you give us a sense for how many of you are in your profession or in your position? Is like, I mean, are there a lot of you, or?
To be honest, with numbers, I don't really know. They never wanted to let us know who else. They kept us isolated, so we couldn't gang up together and fight these mandates. But it's hard to tell exact numbers. Like, I know a few of my, like on my units where I work, but like units that I don't work, like I don't really know. So I don't really, for numbers I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Is there a chance that you can get your job back, or have they revoked your license, or what's happened? Is there a possibility that you might be able to get rehired sometime, or do you know?
I don't know. Like right now, I'm fired, and I don't know if they're eventually gonna. That's why I'm hopeful that when these mandate drops, that they'll have to rightfully give us our job that was wrongfully taken away from us. Yeah. So that's what I'm hoping for. Because
I'd like to give you a hug.
Thank you.
And I'd like to give you a hug too. I'm really sorry about to hear. We've been hearing that a lot, and it always hits you right in the bones. Nobody should have to lose their job over this, especially someone like yourself. So you're down here tonight, and are you down here tomorrow, or are you just down here indefinitely until something is done? Give us a sense.
Yeah, well, I come when I'm available.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm here a lot.
Okay.
I've been here on weekends since the beginning.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you. It's been a pleasure talking to you, ladies. And you have yourself a great night. And
Thank you.
Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
And enjoy the rest of your
night. Thank you for your support.
No, thank you, girls. Take care. All right. So, yeah, that's another nurse that we can add to the list. Seems like there's a lot. We've seen that quite a few times down here. And we have a police presence walking down the street. Strange times here, guys. Strange times. Really, we've got girls like that out just walking around trying to show their support. Their lives affected greatly. Maxim, thank you, my friend. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry that my signature wasn't that good. The Sharpie was running out, but you're on there. You're way at the top on that long, looks like agriculture grain hauler. Not a grain hauler. I'm not sure what kind of trailer that is. It'd be interesting to find out. Absolutely covered in signatures, and now you're part of Canadian history, I guess. Enjoying my Freedom coffee here. We're now coming up on Sparks. Now coming up on Sparks. Got the RCMP here. Lots of police here tonight. More than usual. Heading down to Kent. We'll see what the vibe is on Kent. Thanks for joining me here, guys, on your Wednesday evening, hanging with you, Otto Scotty. Hanging tough. We're having a good evening. We're trying to talk to as many people as we possibly can. Hi. I think that's the OPP. We did have a great conversation with some OPP officers off camera the other night, and really get the sense that the police, I think that they might be a little bit feeling a little bit bad about the whole situation, and the way that Justin Trudeau has characterized these people, because of course they've been down here every day too. They know exactly what's going on, and if anyone sees the disconnect to how the politicians are characterizing this event and these people, it would be them, because they've been down here every day. And here we see some police talking to some little dogs. The police have been really good. But yeah, the police seem to be in a good mood tonight. See this police officer talking to these two young men with the dogs here. And we're just at Kent Street. Beautiful German Shepherds here. Hi, how's it going? How are you? Hi, how's it going? We're on Kent Street. We'll go down Kent Street, see what's happening here. We just spoke to a registered nurse who has lost her job. Seems like we've just been hearing that story over and over and over again, and it's one of the reasons why it's so good to come down here, because we wouldn't really have gotten a sense for that if we hadn't come down here. Parking lot filled with supporters here. Alrighty. Okay guys, we've had a pretty eventful evening here so far. We do know that there are people in the midst tonight causing vandalism. We've experienced it already this evening. If you want to, we've had a fire in one of the porta potties just while I was doing an interview, so very close to catching that person on camera. Just put this in the garbage. Is that okay in there? Okay. We got a little bit of a barbecue happening here. There's a veteran here that I'd really like to talk to.
Pardon me?
My name is Scotty. I'm a YouTuber. Can I talk to you for a couple minutes here?
Yeah, I'm really tired.
Okay.
I want to start heading towards my own bunking in my car.
Okay.
So I can get some rest.
You have yourself a good night tonight.
Take care, friend.
Yeah, take care.
You're welcome.
Right on. He's tired. He's been. Everybody's been wanting to talk to him. He says he's very tired. So we'll let him get on with his. Let him get on with his night. Lots and lots of trucks on Kent. I would say of all the places that would be a challenge to clear, this is going to be the hardest area. See, we've got the American flag flying on this truck, the Canadian flag on one side, and we've got the American flag on the other. Yes, how are you? Yeah, man. You want to talk to the camera for a sec?
Not today.
Okay, good to see you guys. You guys have a great night, eh?
You too. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, okay, take care. So what we're seeing here is some people willing to talk to the camera. Actually, most people, I would say about half of them are wanting to have their privacy this evening, understandably. Beautiful Peterbilt. Look at this truck. Look at that thing. We love the trucks. We love trucks on U Ottawa Sky. I just love them. Beautiful machines. Hi, how are you guys? Did you be interested in talking to my camera for 2 seconds?
Sure.
Okay, cool. I won't take up too much of your time. Are you guys on your way up to the Parliament Hill?
Yes.
Okay, and what brings you, are you an Ottawa resident?
We are Ottawa resident. I think the protest is great and so justified.
Okay.
So we are supporting wholeheartedly.
Okay. So, and what specifically brings you down to the Freedom Convoy? How's COVID affected your life, and what is? Give us a sense.
All these mandates were just paralyzing our social life, our kids' life, and grandchildren's life, and plus it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
So there is no logic behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, we are Polish from background, so my accent probably tells you. And we left Poland under martial law, so it tells us that we have to fight for freedom, because it cannot be taken for granted.
And when did you come to Canada? When?
In '86. And we left Poland in '82 under martial law.
Under martial law. So you must feel pretty strongly about our Prime Minister's invoking the War Act, because that's exactly what it's.
Yeah, exactly. So it reminded us the darkest day of Polish history after war, post-war Polish history. Yeah.
Okay. How do you want to see this resolved? What would be your ideal situation? Just mandates lifted and
mandates lifted, and then table with discussion how we should put together a normal life.
What are your thoughts about our Prime Minister? How he's handled the situation?
It's ridiculous that he didn't talk to the Protestant at all. So I cannot find the words.
I really appreciate your time. And so you're, sorry, what was your name? First name?
Maria.
Maria from
Poland.
From Poland.
I'm I'm Polish Canadian.
Okay, Polish Canadian.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, Maria. And it's nice to see you guys out enjoying the night. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the night. Is there something you wanted to say to add to what Maria has?
No,
has
I would say probably the same,
okay.
which I'm normally stressing. We left Poland during martial law, and we met martial law again in Canada, which we never expected.
Is
And
it,
something which can be solved peacefully, very quickly. Just cancel all these restrictions for truckers. They could go in a few days home, and they are forced to stay because nobody listens.
right, right,
And this is terrible. That politicians are not brought up to the task.
right, right. Thank you so much for your time, guys. I really appreciate it. There's over 6,000 people all over the world watching your message right now, so I really appreciate your time. You guys have yourself a great night.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Maria. Take care. Hi.
What channel you're from, or what?
My name is U Ottawa Scotty.
You Ottawa Sky, okay.
I'm not sure if you... I'm just one of many live streamers down here.
Yeah, definitely.
And we're just trying to talk to people, see what their feelings are. And well, what are your feelings about all this?
I've honestly kind of had mixed feelings back and forth.
Okay. Elaborate on that.
Yeah, definitely. So, I live in the market.
Okay.
And I was recently waiting for a security clearance to work for, and then I received it about 3 days ago, so I'm really happy for that. But I think the backlog on ceaseless was due to people not being able to go into the office, not being able to, I have sources that say this. I don't really want to elaborate on that, but I can say that had there been a bigger opening, had people been able to go back to the offices, the backlog on security clearances for CSIS would have happened a little faster.
Okay.
And would have been relieved a little faster, and I would have been able to, start working again. I have been working for about 4 months.
Okay.
At the same time, on the flip side of this, my wife, she's had a concussion for 6 years, and we actually had to leave Ottawa because of the honking. It was too much for her.
Okay.
She couldn't. We were quite close in the market.
Yeah.
And it was too much for her to bear.
Right. Right.
So it was like I was both understanding from one perspective and from another perspective. It was we waited until the injunction for the honking.
Yeah.
And then we came back about 2 days after the injunction, and things quieted down. It's never been as loud as it's been then.
Yeah.
Honking does sporadically happen again now, but it's not as loud as it was back then.
Yeah.
So for me, it's been kind of like this side and that side, and I personally started writing on my mask, and the mandates to have like a bit of a peaceful protest type aspect.
I see.
And I also started, tweeting and things from my own Twitter account.
Okay.
Until my Twitter account got banned. And
your Twitter account got banned?
Well, banned. Banned is a strong word. Up until yesterday, I was able to engage with people, and there was no issues. I posted a tweet. Somebody would sometime tweet back, and we have some kind of conversation, but it stopped happening. And then I started another Twitter account to check this, and I couldn't actually, even when I look for my other Twitter account, it wouldn't come up. I have kind of screenshots of all this, and so it got completely removed. So my ability to kind of show my frustration through engaging online was limited.
Yeah.
Right? And that's kind of why I'm here today.
Let me ask a question. So if you were able to go back to work, like the CSIS, would they, if I'm understanding you correctly, if CSIS was able to get going, are you saying that like the police resources would have been better, or I was trying to get a sense for...
Yeah, so So CSIS has a limited amount of people that can be going into their office.
Sorry to interrupt you. Just for our viewers, CSIS is Canada
Canada Security
Intelligence
Services.
Canada Service Intelligence. Sorry, what is it? Canada.
Canadian Security Intelligence Services.
Right.
And it's a federal agency that completes the security clearance processes for all other federal agencies.
Right.
And so, if you're working for fisheries or if you're working for public works or something,
Yes.
they all get funneled through CSIS.
Right.
Now, they all have slightly different processes. Most of them have slightly different processes. For example, I have a clearance through Public Services and Procurement Canada, but it's not applicable to my other. I'm not going to say the name of the agency.
Yeah. No.
But
worries,
the other agency that I'm going to, and that clearance, the process is, I applied for a job, went through an interview process, accepted the job, and then they needed to get a security clearance through their agency. They sent that to CSIS. And now, when in the actual building of CSIS, there's a limited number of people that can go in.
Okay.
And there's certain high security systems that can only be accessed when you go into the office. You can't access all systems through your VPN or something like that, right?
Right.
And that reason is why there's a backlog with security clearances.
Right. So the truckers being here and the honking has really interrupted that process, which has made it so that you have had a hard time returning to work.
That's not correct.
No. Okay.
The federal mandates have slowed that process down for a long time.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
Whereas for my wife, that the flip side was with her concussion, and I can understand both aspects of it. And I myself am triple vaccinated.
Okay.
I believe in vaccinations. I think that everyone should go be vaccinated. I also think that at this stage in the game, with having such a high vaccination rate, we are demonizing certain people. We are actually radicalizing a group of people, as opposed to bringing them back into society. Now that we have, if Canada was 50% vaccinated, I might have a different opinion on vaccination mandates.
Right.
But because we are at basically 85-90%, my opinion's different because we are so high vaccinated, right?
Right. That's really interesting. So you're really straddling. It's nice to talk to you, man, because we can get the sense for the conflict and straddling one side or the other. And you know what? I think we should all share that sentiment because, in this day and age, people are either crazy on one side or on the other side, and not really communicating with each other. And I think we all want to see a peaceful resolution to this and just return to our lives. So, is that the sense I'm getting from you?
Definitely. I think that there, what Doug Ford did, saying March 1st, he's dropping vaccine mandate. Dropping the mask mandates and easing restrictions. I think that was a very prudent thing to do. I think that he followed the science on that, and I think that he also, at the same time, listened to people.
Right.
So it was a balancing act, and it's always been a balancing act. There's a lot of people that say it's a science question, but because every single province, every single jurisdiction, every single country, state has had a different response, that is evidence to me that it's not actually just a scientific question, right?
Interesting, yeah.
And so, because of that, you have in Ontario, you've had this response where the Premier has listened to the science, but he's also listened to the people, and I think that's a good balance. Yeah. I think that there's other people in Canada that should really start listening to both the science and the people.
Right. those are some really good points. I see. This is kind of like what we need in Canada right here. Thank you so much for your time, man. I really appreciate it. What's your first name?
Matt.
Matt, and we won't get your last name because Matt, thank you so much for talking to my channel. It's U Ottawa Scotty, and
You Ottawa.
U Ottawa Scotty with a Y.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Matt. You have yourself a great evening, eh? Okay, that's Matt, and that was a really interesting perspective talking to Matt. Very common sense. So we're talking to all kinds of people. I actually think that conversation we had with Maria from the couple from Poland was actually quite interesting too. I hope you guys enjoyed that conversation. Really having a good night here so far. I hope you're enjoying your evening here with U Ottawa Scotty. And we're talking to a lot of people, trying to get a sense for the vibe down here. More puppies. Lots of puppies down here. Here's our, we put a few signatures on this trailer here last night. Love that one. Love that one. Hi. Okay, I hear a lot of commotion happening down here. Sounds like we got some tunes happening. We're at Kent and Slater right now. Seems like we've had, I'm not sure if some of the trucks have left here, but it'd be nice if we could get a sense for, nice if we could. I haven't been able to talk to too many truckers tonight. They've been a little bit apprehensive to talk to the camera, understandably so. Kent and Slater, it sounds like we got a party going on down there. Tobias says run from the CSIS guy. Thank you for your super chats, Tobias, really appreciate it. I like that guy though, he was a nice guy. Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Excellent, my friend.
Would you like to see some action? Action shots?
Action shots, yes.
Cops are lined up at the end of the road,
Yeah.
and looks like they're going to start coming this way maybe. So we're going to go to the end of the road and film on that corner.
Okay.
You'll see cops.
Okay, thank you, my friend.
Look, spread the message, man.
Okay.
Look, we're all this together. We're going to go tell some people to come this way. So.
Okay, thank you so much, my friend.
They're over there.
Okay, thank you. We'll go. So this is our friend here is told us there are some police down here pushing, making some moves with the protests. So, and he's on his way down the convoy, letting everybody know that the police are here, making moves. So apparently the police are here. We got some music. Vince Locke RS says, shame on people in this chat who insult Matt. You all scream for unbiased journalism, and now here you are crying when someone doesn't think like you. Thank you, Vince. That is a good point. That is a very good point. I agree with that. Sterling Tulk, good to see you again, my friend. Okay. We got some music, and apparently the police are down here. So, guys, we're all about communication here. That's what we are trying to promote. That's how we solve this. Police are on scene down here. So. Okay, so. Okay. Tensions are. Okay. Police are down here. They're trying to get them to move, and guys are frustrated. Police are on this corner. Lots of police lined up on this corner, so we're going to be a little cool here. Police are. Looks like they're issuing tickets here. So we'll stick here for a little bit. We're at the corner of Kent and Laurier. So we've been on this street corner many times. It looks like the police have arrived on scene. Looks like they're handing out some tickets here. And it looks like they're going to be moving forward down Kent. Hi, how are you? Hi. Good to see you. We have somebody moving down the line, letting everybody know what's happening here. Let's move across the street here. I don't want to get interfere with the police here. So we're at Kent and Laurier. The police are here, moving down this line, presumably handing out tickets. Let's go to the other side, see if we can get a better look here. Oh, we got a boat. Come back and visit this guy. Windy night tonight. Hi, how are you? He's saying get out of the road. Police are moving down. So we talked to that gentleman before. Police across the road. Seems like they've handed this person some kind of a fine or. All right. Egon Krantz says, don't stop filming. I will not. Alexander Chope says, thanks so much for showing the world the love and compassion Canadians have in their hearts. You Ottawa Scotty. Thank you, Alexander. Chope's, that is the idea here. Hi, man. How's it going, my friend? You Ottawa Scotty. It's you Ottawa Scotty. YouTube channel. Hope you're having a good night. Could you give us a sense? Do you mind talking to us for a couple of minutes here? Do you want to talk to my YouTube channel? Okay.
My English is not really good.
Okay, no worries. I really appreciate your time. Sorry, what was the first name?
Patrick.
Patrick.
Lord.
So we seen the police come over and talk to you, Patrick. Can you give us a sense of what they were saying or what that was all about?
About the tickets?
Yeah, did they give you a ticket or?
Yeah, I have the $1,000 because I have backed my truck here on the wrong way. I have plugged the autoroute in French. The autoroute. I don't care, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna contest that.
Okay.
I have a partner can contest that my ticket.
Okay.
I will not pay that.
Okay.
No.
And Maxim, how long have you been down here for? How long have you been in Ottawa? Sorry, my French.
No, it's okay. 22 days.
22 days. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 8th to 28th January.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Where are you feeling good? And what is your? Are you leaving or?
I'm leaving at the QG HQ, the headquarters, the Farfada at Gatineau.
Okay.
On Laurier and Laval Street.
Okay.
That's at 20 minutes on March to go here.
What brings you down here? How's COVID affected you? And let us know how, what your purpose is here. Quickly.
Man,
Sorry.
I am in the street since 2 years at Quebec. I have 40 protestation in the street.
Okay.
At Montreal, Rimouski, Quebec, Saguenay, against the mandate COVID, the mask and code QR code. English. Sorry, my English is not good. I'm considering me for become a veteran protesters. The police. I'm not scared about the police. I do my job. Fuck you. You don't do the job, man. I just bike my truck and $1,000. Come on, for 2 minutes, park here. I don't block the street. He blocked the street, not me.
Right.
The truckers, he give me a place to.
Okay. Yeah. No worries.
He's trying to spot for you out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wherever you're ready.
Thank you.
And your fine or whatever, that'll be covered, I guess.
Moi, je vais là-bas, là, lui, dans le truck, il se prend une photo de ton truck parqué ici.
Yeah, look.
Lui, le truck, il se prend une photo de parqué
You
de
told
ton
me to come
truck.
down here. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Maxim, thank you
Patrick.
Patrick, sorry.
Yes,
I'm
Patrick.
sorry to get your mess up your name. Thank you for your time. I
thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Thank
And we'll hopefully
Sorry for my English. I'm a Quebecer, you know.
we apologize for our French. Patrick, thank you so much for your time and good luck with everything.
Thank you, man.
And so thank you for your. We're going to be walking all around here. Did you say Patrick's fine will be taking? Is there someone going to help him out with that?
Yeah. There's actually several groups, I guess. There's ones that's associated actually just with the convoy.
Okay.
And they will pay it, and there's also legal representation, lawyers and stuff with
Okay.
the convoy.
Okay.
Plus, there's also like places like rebelnews.com or fightthefines.com through Rebel News is fight stuff like this as well. But we got our own support and stuff, basically, right?
Okay. Interesting. Well, thank you so much for the. I see some more police coming down here. Where are you? Are you on Kent? Where are you looking?
Right there, yeah. I'm pretty much right across.
Okay.
180 door, somewhere over there. Normally.
Okay.
Right now, actually, we actually rented a hotel room, and we got for a couple of nights. The people I came with, and while I was doing my laundry, I went up and did laundry. There was a lady there that's part of the Freedom Convoy 2022 was up there, and she gave me a free hotel room. So I got an additional free hotel room. So I came back down here to tell people that I got a shower and an extra couch.
Okay.
So that's why I got to walk way the hell back down that way, I guess. Oh no, yeah. I got to go do a really nice spot, business hotel. What's this called?
Can you just really quickly give us a sense for the mandates, how it has affected your life personally, and why you're down here specifically?
Bullshit. Bullshit, quite honestly. You know what? Yeah, you press pause. I know you.
No, I didn't. No, you got 8,000 people watching. I was focusing on your face.
Okay, I was
Because
I cursed. Okay.
No. See, I'm focusing. That's what I'm doing.
Look, hey, look. I'll admit. Yeah, I got a buzz on. That's fine. Fact matter is, I'm fully capable right now. Yes.
Yeah.
What's my feelings?
Yeah.
Is Justin Trudeau must go. The mandates must be ended. Emergency measures must be taken out of there. there's several bills that was passed, like C-16, that's got to go. You know what I mean? Like, fuck all the censorship and stuff, and you know what I mean? We need true news.
Right. That's
You know,
that's why we're down here.
That's right, and that's what we need to counter the mainstream media as propaganda.
Right.
You know, because it's years of lies.
Yeah.
Years of lies.
Right. Well, we've seen it now.
Yes, I know it. Every time they come up with something, it gets proven wrong, and it's it's good for us. Really, it is. You know what I mean? Because it's just the more people we awaken, the better it is.
Right. Right. So you know my face now. My name is Ottawa Scotty.
Okay.
Just remember my face because I'm gonna come down your way tomorrow, and I really appreciate your time. What's your name? Sorry, first name?
Todd.
Todd.
Todd. Yeah, I'm from Prince Edward Island.
Oh, you're from Prince Edward Island. Okay.
I know that guy too. He's a homeless guy. We feed him. Okay. He's a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Okay.
And he's really smart.
Yeah.
And we used to see him on the street and shit. People treat him like shit.
Yeah.
People in Prince Edward Island, we don't have homeless people down there. I come to the capital, like, I don't know, it was like 9 days ago. And I went to Parliament. There was a whole bunch of people there. Whole bunch of people. And cops were all lined up in rows. And lo and behold, fuck, there was like 10, 15 feet away, there's like a homeless guy with like pants and like a thin sweater on, laying in fucking slush on the pavement.
So you guys helped him out.
I fucking cried. I cried.
Yeah.
And the people that was walking ahead of me, they just walked past him. They're used to it. It's sad. It's fucking sad. You know what? That's what it is to change. That's like this whole fucking system.
Todd, let me
take care of each other.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for your time, Todd.
welcome,
I really appreciate it, and I hope to talk to you again soon.
Again, I'll be here. Mostly.
Yeah, I'm gonna cruise down and then come back up. It seems like there's a lot of.
I'll be probably not here tonight because I'm gonna start way back to work.
Okay, take care, Todd. Take care. All right, guys. Some definitely a lot of activity happening here. We just spoke to Patrick in the blue truck there. He got a $1,000 fine. That's what the cops were doing here. Got a $1,000 fine for backing his truck in here. And the fine was for blocking a roadway, which, yeah. So, hi. So the fines, hi, good to see you again. The fines are starting to come out. It's a pretty hefty fine. And we're talking to Todd. Hi, good to see you. Apparently we've got support down here to help pay the fines and so on and so forth. Hi, good to see you. Loving all the flags. So many flags. Hi, good to see you. Oh, here's a new vehicle right here. This is a first. We've got a boat here now. This is new. Thundercraft. Ooh. Mike's taken off for maybe just for winterization. Thundercraft. When tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. It's like a 22-foot cabin cruiser here. It's a nice boat. That's kind of like a boat that Ottawa Scotty would own. We like all the old vehicles. Fixing and wrenching on old vehicles is one of my favorite things to do. So if you stick with me on my YouTube channel after this, expect lots of that. So hope you all enjoy that. All right, thanks for hanging with Ottawa Scotty on your hi guys, hi, good, on your Wednesday night. Some city workers here, and we visited this truck here last night. We're gonna skip that one because we don't want that is the Freedom Puppy truck. That truck is filled with brand new puppies. And if we show any more puppies, then I might have a new puppy. And Jayla is super into them freedom puppies, and a lot of people have expressed interest in maybe getting a freedom puppy. So I had one guy email me wanting to have a freedom puppy delivered to Saskatchewan. We're gonna go back and visit the puppies on the weekend. Apparently their eyes will be open. They were born in the truck during the protest. If you want to see the freedom puppies, go back to my live stream from yesterday night. I think it's the second live stream, and you'll be able to see the freedom puppies. How you doing tonight, you guys?
I plan to be. I want to be the mayor of the Kin Street, so I plan to start my campaign soon. So hey, hi.
How's it going? You guys feeling okay?
I'm joking, man.
Are you feeling okay? Are you feeling okay?
Am I feeling okay? I don't know. I'm here to see how other people are feeling. Yeah, my name's You Ottawa Scotty. I have a YouTube channel. I'm just going around talking to people. And, do you have anything that you want to say?
Yeah, I'm actually a resident of downtown Core.
Okay, tell us.
About 2 blocks away.
Okay.
And I have been down to protest every day since they got here, January 28th.
Okay.
And definitely support them.
Okay.
I think that, I don't necessarily align with all of their beliefs and values, but I do believe that our values are based upon our life experiences. And for me, it's freedom of choice, and that is because I have been sexually assaulted twice in my life. And actually someone kind of cracked a joke. It wasn't really funny, but, having a choice of what we put in our body. I am double vaccinated, and I'm not an anti-vaxxer. However, I do believe in the freedom of choice, and I don't necessarily agree with what our government is doing. I am here to support them in a humane way. So I'm offering showers, laundry facilities, a place to sleep, food if I can, and just peace, because, regardless, they're human and they deserve to be treated such. So yeah, that's my perspective on it all, and I understand that it is disrupting people's lives that live down here and businesses. However, how have the lockdowns disrupted our lives? More so than this, I believe, and it is a slight inconvenience, but I think that the message that they're trying to portray is extremely important. We won't be ruled or controlled by our government. We need to be able to. We live in Canada; it's a free country. We should be able to make decisions on our own.
What are your thoughts on the latest
Emergency Act?
Yeah. Are you nervous about?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I'm not scared. And actually, I saw the letter that was circulating earlier today about the
leave tomorrow.
Yeah, and I've heard a lot of things about aiding and abetting public mischief. So if I'm handing out food, and actually the Emergency Act actually says that if I were to offer one of the gentlemen here who are illegal blockade, I could be arrested for treason. And I don't necessarily agree with that, because I don't necessarily agree that blocking the road is a positive thing or beneficial in any sense. However, if they're hungry, they're hungry. They are human when it comes down to it. I don't believe that the Emergency Act is necessary whatsoever. This is a very peaceful protest. I've experienced friendships that were positive and negative with some of the protesters, and ultimately what it comes down to is I'm just here to help and do what I can, because it's a really scary world we're living in right now, but I don't live in fear. I've lived with anxiety for many years, and this has actually helps my anxiety in a sense, because they bring me comfort. I've been living alone for several months now downtown. It's a new area for me. I come from Crawl Place, and it's given me meaningful purpose in my life, actually, which may sound bizarre, but my husband left me, and I was alone and had no purpose in my life other than going to work, coming home, sleep, eat, work out, repeat. So it's given me a purpose to just come down here and hug and high five, and Yeah, I can't tell you how people I've hugged in the last several weeks, and guess what? I'm still healthy.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you a really personal question,
Sure.
and you could decide whether or not you want to answer.
Yeah.
You said your husband left you. You know that COVID has had a lot of strain on families and relationships. Did your relationship with your former husband, was it strained by did it have anything to do with COVID or
Absolutely.
viewpoints?
I mean, the initial issue started back to freedom of choice. The year we got married, 2018, in the fall I got pregnant, and he said, if you have this child, our marriage is over. So I had an abortion because I wanted to save my marriage. I believe very strongly in commitment in marriage. And then 2019, we suffered, but we kept fighting for our marriage. And then 2020, we lost my job. I was doing drugs and drinking alcohol every single day, and it was really tough. It was really hard on me, but I still provided for the household. I took care of the lawn maintenance. I did everything I could to provide for him, cooking and meals. But yeah, in the end, he's a full-blown narcissist. So, you know, it's a blessing in disguise.
Sure.
But COVID. So I mean, like, the way I look at it, COVID actually, it kind of helped.
Okay.
Because it pushed our relationship to the limit, to the sense where, you know, it was like, okay, yeah, no. And you sit back and you have a different perspective and you look at things. But no, COVID has absolutely affected my life.
Okay. So, how are you feeling now? Are you on a good road? A good?
Yeah.
You feel good?
Yeah. No, I believe that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Everything happens for a reason. And no, I've got a wonderful job now. I'm almost there for a year, and I'm very alone. My mother actually yesterday practically just disowned me because she said that I had said, you know, I can't afford gas money to come home. My family's south of Toronto, but she said, you can't afford gas money to come home, but you can afford to help protesters. And, you know, they're your new family right now, but, you know, party on, and just know that you're only hurting us, which was that's gaslighting at its finest. But, yeah, no, it's, yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm alone.
yeah,
I'm alone. I don't have
listen,
family here.
Yeah, it's a really awful thing what this has done to relationships and especially family relationships.
Yeah.
It's very polarizing, and I wish.
I mean, like, I feel like I'm in a neutral position. You know, I was in a very sexual assault that was very much publicized, sexsomnia, and I've done several interviews with radio stations. I was on CBC The National, CTV, Global News, and I released my identity and made it public, and it actually helped a lot of people. So that was where I started my advocacy work, and now I'm here, and you know, like, it's in that journey I was alone in some sense, and so I'm grateful that this convoy, they have each other to support, but I was alone. So I mean, like, I'm doing everything I can to make sure that they feel comfort, even if it's just to offer them a shower. Yeah.
I just so happy we stopped to talk to you tonight, and I'm really sorry everything you're going through.
Oh no,
and,
honestly, don't be sorry. I mean, like, one thing, I don't want praise for what I'm doing, helping everybody, because it's just natural. Like, this is what everyone should be doing. Right, on the other hand, I don't want people to ever feel sorry for what I've been through, because it has shaped me into the person I am today. Right. I'm grateful for my trials and everything I've been through. So yeah, no, it's nice to meet you, and thanks for talking. Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Have yourself a good night. My name's Uado Sky. Remember my face, okay? Because I've seen
Becca
you.
Dow.
Becca?
Becca Dow. Yeah. Look me up. You'll see my interviews.
But I've seen you down here before. But
yeah,
now I know you, Becca.
Every day.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
See you. Have a good night. That's Becca. All right, guys. I hope you're having a good time here with Uado Scotty on your Wednesday night. We're moving down Kent Street. We had a couple very moving conversations tonight, and our conversation with Becca is no exception. Freezing for a reason. Looks like we're almost at the end of this. Give Becca a nice hug there for you guys. It's from all of us here in the chat room. windy one tonight here. We got the American flags flying for our friends down south. We have a lot of supporters of the channel down south. I got about 200 emails a day from supporters from all over the world, from all walks of life. It's very hard to keep up with your comments and different messages. We're doing our best. But thank you so much for tuning in tonight to You Ottawa Scott YouTube's channel. It's a pleasure hanging with you all. If you'd like to share and share this content, like and subscribe, share it as much as you can. We'd like to get a good sense here for this protest, the humanity down here, and what's actually happening on the ground. Okay, this is Kent and Lisgar. This seems to be where, we've got a few more vehicles down here. So that right in the middle of the street. So presumably these are all vehicles part of the Freedom Convoy as well. So it's one street down where this protest ends. Seems like the temperature's dropping too. Pretty big police presence here tonight. We've already witnessed some fines being handed out. So, hi guys, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, moving back up. Maybe we'll take one of these side streets and head on over to bank. It's starting to get cold here, guys. All right. Let's see now. Where are we? Nepean. Okay, let's see, where should we go here? I'm trying to think if we should go west or east. Let's actually go east one block. That'll take us for Kent. I think the next one over is Bank. Let's have a little walk down here. We'll go up Bank, see what's happening on Bank. A bunch of vehicles on Metcalf too, so we'll see what's happening down there. Been an eventful night. Eventful night here so far. There are some undesirables out, and we have witnessed that in the first live stream with the fire started in the porta potty. We almost caught that on camera. It's kind of frustrating. We were talking to a gentleman, and then whoever was in the porta potty while I was filming that gentleman set the porta potty on fire. Fortunately, the supporters were able to put it out themselves. But there are some people down here looking to start trouble. But fortunately, everything's been okay tonight. A lot more police presence. We have seen some of the tickets and notices being given to some of the vehicles down here. So we're going to really see what's going to happen. Maybe even tonight or tomorrow. We'll have to see. Pretty stressful situation, guys, if I'm being perfectly honest. Carlotta Ham says, I really appreciate your dedication in bringing the stories of the truckers. Pleasure is mine, Carlotta. It's getting a little harder, that's for sure, to get to talk to some of these guys. Tensions are high. a lot of people are not so willing to talk to the camera, but we have talking to a couple truckers tonight. So here we are on Bank Street. Bank Street. Bank and Nepean. So let's go up Bank and see what we got up here. Here's our spot right here, King Shawarma. Great shawarma place if you want to get shawarma. King Shawarma on Bank Street. Chilled out there for some of my live streams. Really great people in King Shawarma. Oh, smash the greasy old bell. Smash the subscribe. A lot of people in these towers watching You Ottawa Scotty YouTube's channel. Every now and then I'm walking down and you can hear people shouting at me from way up in the towers. So we got all kinds of viewers from all over the world and a lot of viewers in Ottawa following me around. Moving up Bank Street to the barrier to where the convoy starts on Bank. Maybe we'll check out Metcalfe too. Let's go up Bank, see what's happening on Bank. There was a lot of trucks on Metcalfe as well. And we'll check that out. Oh, here we go. That is police. See that? My intuition's there. A lot of unmarked police cars are going around. A lot of movement of police tonight, and a lot of unmarked cars as well. How are you? Guys have got their golf clubs. Okay. Here we have, this boys have their golf clubs out. So we got the police here, OPP. So our conversation's going so far with the truckers that we have talked to. They have here a bit of a ruckus coming from the boys down here, all shouting freedom. They still say they're not going anywhere. They are not moving.
Freedom!
Good to see you.
God
Good to
bless
see
you
you.
guys.
Good to see you guys. All right. Some supporters coming down the street here. Looks like we have a nice little party happening here, and we're at Slater. Lots of trucks on Slater, so we'll go up and down Slater here, see get an idea for what's happening on Slater. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, moving around. We're on Slater. Lots of vehicles parked here. All up and down Slater. Looks like a lot of these vehicles are repositioning. Sort of parking perpendicularly across the road. And it does look like we have vehicles all the way down to Metcalfe. Let's go this way though. Let's go this way. There's some transports down here. Signatures all over this car here. Moving west on Slater. See what's happening down here. Got some big rigs here. Little party going on here. Let's head down this way. Oh, oh, it's a red light. Jesus. Okay. So a lot of these trucks have sort of moved around and repositioned. I remember this one because of the skeleton. So they have been moving around. Okay. Alright, so that seems to be where the trucks end here. We can't. Let's see what we should do here. We could either go back down to Parliament Hill, or we could go down to visit the Alberta convoy. But I think I'll leave that up to you guys. Do you guys want to go back up to Parliament Hill and check out the action there? Or what would you guys prefer? We could go down to the Sir John A. Macdonald Parkway. The guys down there are very relaxed. There's not, they're usually really happy and relaxed. They've got lots of warmth and they've got lots of space. They've got the whole parkway to themselves. So every time I go down there, the mood is very jovial. It's almost like they're very happy down there. I think the guys downtown are under a lot of stress right now, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong. So, you guys want me to go back to Parliament Hill? Okay. There's a couple of guys saying Alberta. You know what I'll do? We'll do both, guys. We'll do both. I'll go up to Parliament Hill briefly. Deborah B says, Auto Scotty, thank you for your ongoing updates. Please share half of this with Becca if you're able to help her support the truckers. Also thank her for sharing her story. Thank you so much, Deborah B. I really appreciate your super chats, and I'll definitely be rolling with half of your super chat. Okay. With me tomorrow, just in case we... Hi, guys. Good to see you guys. All right. A lot of supporters just out and about. Cindy says you're doing a great job. Don't be so nervous. Oh boy. I'd love to be not so nervous. That's for sure. I'm not super nervous, but guys, I mean, let's be honest here. Let's be honest. I mean, this is a tense situation. The police chief, the new acting police chief. Well, let's think about this for a second. Our previous police chief, hi from Alberta, says Trinity Heffernan. Thank you for your super chat. Our previous police chief stepped down and was being criticized for lack of action. Ottawa residents. Sam Wise, don't forget Sam Wise, aka Basil 1790 from last night. Don't forget Sam Wise. Sam Wise, 1790 from last night. Sam Wise, thank you for your super chats. Really appreciate it. Sam Wise, thank you so much. Getting back to Kent. This whole. Let's go this way. Let's go west a little further, and then we'll come back up to Parliament, and then hopefully back down. We'll try and get down to visit the Alberta boys tonight. We're gonna have a long night tonight. We're gonna stream as much as we can. So, but back to what I was saying. Our police chief stepped down, presumably criticized for lack of action. The new acting police chief is under a lot of pressure to do something. So just saying hi to a couple police right there. So obviously the acting police chief is under a lot of pressure to do something, and so that's what I'm worried about. They're basically getting notices today that says if you want to leave, you've got to do it today or face fines. And yes, fines, $5,000 fine, and a criminal. Oh, here we go. OPP right here. Moving quick. There is a lot of police out tonight, a lot of undercover, unmarked vehicles moving around. So yeah, in terms of not being nervous, I'm definitely nervous. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for the truckers. The truckers say they are not going anywhere. So I wish it didn't get to this point. If our Prime Minister had just been a leader and not gone to the cottage for 15 days and not denigrated this whole group of people, belittled them, called them names. Every time he does that, these guys get more steadfast in their determination. So very inflammatory rhetoric from our Prime Minister that has made this situation a lot worse. Very poor leadership, the worst I've ever seen. Put the blame on Justin Trudeau. He has been an absolute demonstrated absolute incompetence as a leader. 3 weeks prior to this, we were told that this was a fringe movement. Here we are today invoking the National Emergencies Act, which was renamed. It was originally named the War Act. Here we are invoking the War Act to be able to deal with this situation. It's absolutely ridiculous. This can be solved real easily, guys. Here we are in front of the Delta Ottawa City Centre. This is Lion and Albert. We've got some of the trucks here. It's getting pretty windy. It's pretty nice out, but it's pretty windy. Some more trucks here. I don't really notice very many of these guys going home. I think if anybody here needs to resign, I don't think our police chief, I think he resigned because Trudeau threw him under the bus. He basically said it's all It's in the police hands. He put our police chief in an impossible situation. He threw him under the bus. That's my opinion. Hi, how are you? And
How you doing, brother?
not too bad. Yourself?
I am alive.
Good. So I don't envy our police chief that has just stepped down. I think he did what he could do given the situation. Unfortunately, we had an interview with the Nicholas Street gang. They said that I shouldn't say gang. They're not a gang. Nicholas Street convoy. Hi guys, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. How you guys doing tonight? How are you guys doing tonight? Would you like to share your thoughts and feelings on YouTube for a second? Okay, right on. My name's Eduardo Scotti. I've been down here since day one reporting on this. I haven't actually been down here too much to visit you guys. I've been spending most of the time down on the Parkway and up on Parliament Hill. I was up on the Nicholas Bridge to visit those guys up there. And how long have you guys been down here?
Since the 29th.
Since the 29th, okay.
We helped out the fun, the Dukes of Hazzard the first night, you know?
What's that?
We had a little Dukes of Hazzard the first night. It was fun. That's when the tow trucks would tow you away that night.
Okay.
But
guys, give us a sense for what brings you down here in the first place, and tell us how COVID has affected your work, your life, and why you're here.
we're more construction, so we haven't really been too messed around with the COVID thing. Like it's not. I haven't been. But
the unions, the contracts that we get, our union is pushing the contracts that they're going to businesses because of
yeah, I guess
the manipulation
it's
of the
specific, maybe.
Yeah, it's different.
It might be a little hard to hear you if you want to speak up.
Well, no, it is affecting construction. It's affecting construction a lot. I work for Lancaster Group. I work for a lot of high-profile companies in the union. I have my own thing on the side. I got guys that I can't pay to work.
I don't want to diss our medical system. If they come up with something that somebody wants, that's what we're here for. We're here for freedom. If I don't want to take it, I don't need to take it. I might have an issue
100%.
that I'm not here to put anything down. I'm here to make sure that my kid doesn't wear a mask over his face for his graduation this year. I'm here to make sure that we get our freedoms back as easily as we can, with as peaceful as we can. And enough is enough. And we were just talking about this. Nobody's ever done this. I don't know any. I'm in my 40s. I don't know anybody that's done any protesting before at all. So, and coming down here and realizing how it actually was, the news, the first night was pretty wild. Like it was like, holy smokes, this is really, really bad. And it's been worse ever since, right until today. So we've really focused on it. At the end of the day, he's got to come here and tell our scientists where they're wrong.
Yeah,
our scientists are using the whole world, and his scientists are using little Canada and little Ontario. So come and tell us.
Yeah,
come show the scientists.
Brian Peckford.
Come show the Charter Rights guy. Tell him he's wrong. Come show your Justin Trudeau's ex-sniper, Peckford. We were just watching him. Come tell him he's wrong. Like, there's too many downs now. There's too many downs. And he should have been, I would expect, if I was a leader and I said something to you, I would have come to play so that you could be like, hey, wow, okay, maybe I should do that. There's no, this is insanity. This is insane. Just walking away from stuff is insanity.
But what about that medical chief? He ended up coming over and they asked him, that reporter, 5 times, what is the number of cap-outs? Same thing they asked Fauci in the States. Where does it end? Where's the final day? They openly admitted that there is no final day. They're going to gauge our shutdown of this COVID on what they think our health standards should be. This is their words.
There's definitely a lot more to it.
This is a huge story.
It's not going to be any better where it goes.
How much would it have changed things if Justin Trudeau would have come out and had some kind of a dialogue with you guys? How much?
No, I still want my freedom. Even if I take it and somebody else doesn't want to take it, that's their choice. That's what our grandfathers fought. So most of our grandfathers at our age, I mean, and that's a dying entity, right? That's what a lot of the younger generation doesn't even have anymore. So, yeah, whatever.
Have
Pro whatever you want to be pro. You know?
give us a sense for have the police approached you? Have they given you
It's been
any?
wild, bud. It's been from Nazi flags to cat shit rubbed on our truck to I don't know if it was a setup, but the cop didn't even care about a car that damn near drove over a 10-year-old. Like, it's been wild. They didn't want to take any statements. They asked for statements, then they didn't statements.
No statements.
I don't know, man.
Nobody wrote anything down.
It's crazy. It's crazy. You got to come and see it. Come see for your own
I got
eyes.
stuff I could send you later. I diffused a situation with 20 cops and about 80 people.
They tried stealing a generator from the people that were sleeping in their tent. They didn't even knock on the tent to get the people. They just went underneath, shut the generator off, tried stealing it, but it was chained to his bumper. So the next thing you know, there's 20 of us around going, well, you can't even hear it. It's a little Honda generator. Wow, somebody complained about
They tried to
generator.
say it was the noise. And I go, okay, well, what's your noise bylaw? Because in my town, it's 11 o'clock, and everywhere else I've ever lived, and it's 8:49. Oh, it's not about the noise. It's You can't have generators. Oh, okay, well, what subsidiary bylaw or act is it? Because I might bring a generator. He goes, you don't have a fucking generator. This is what the cop said. I'm like, I might want to bring one. What's my lawful right to have a generator in this zone? Like,
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
It's absolutely crazy.
How would you guys? Are you guys nervous about what's happening now with the War Act? Are you guys on edge, or how you feel? Give us a sense for how you're feeling right now.
Everyone's on edge.
Listen, we're as peaceful as can be. Like, if you're going to come and arrest me, I just put my hands behind my back, and then at least we can get some sort of file started and a claim number going. Like,
yeah, I'll sue them. I don't care. I'm not here to fight.
We're not. That's not what this is about.
Okay.
It's a right. Who's right?
You know?
Right.
How would you like this to end? Ideally,
listen, it's long proven that if you're going to end up reasoning with somebody, or you're going to end up coming to a deal, that you both don't walk away happy. So I guess that it's all the way up from some want to see him, right gone, out of cock, right done, right? Charged for whatever. You stop telling me what to do. Stop telling that guy what to do. Stop telling you what to do. You want to, that political world is, I'm not a part of that. I get up, I go to work. These guys, they get up, they go to work, big things. But when the politicians start telling you what to do, you gotta back up.
If he was to lift the mandates and ease some of the restrictions, do I need to let you guys go? Would that be enough for you guys to leave if he was to lift the
No. Get rid of the mandates and write in there, you're not going to do that to my kids or my grandkids.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be
Don't ever do that again.
Okay.
That's done. Don't, you know what I mean? Like,
And he should step down.
I mean, I'd like to see him step down.
He should be out. Him
It's
and Doug Ford
ridiculous.
should take a walk.
Doug Ford too, man.
Yep,
Crazy.
100%.
How can you go from Rob Ford to Doug Ford? What happened?
How can you have a man say he's flip-flopping, get rid of the restrictions, and also vote in?
Yeah, I guess what he said. He said something stupid again today, right? Another dumbass remark. Like, and stop playing with our lives like that. Like, we pay the most taxes in the world. Do they not realize?
You've dug deep, guys. I'm going to need you to dig a little bit deeper for me.
Really?
My $58 million needs to stay in my pocket. But I need you to dig. Lose your house if you have to. You just got it. It's for the greater good.
And I'm really, I really don't want to see this social credit system that they're insinuating. That Lightfoot
Universal
there,
income.
the one politician Lightfoot that released all that. That's wild. I don't need my kids doing that.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
I don't want to live in China, thanks.
Okay, guys, listen, I really appreciate your time. It's nice to talk to you. My name's Ottawa Scotty. That's my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So you know my face.
Hey, you know what? Great city. Everybody that's from Ottawa, we've only had a couple people. It's a certain area of town. Everybody else that we've had, look, they drop us off. We just got a steak poutine.
A steak pooter?
Yeah. Right? Steak poutine. You name it, they hand it out. Like, it's... I would say right now we're 1,000 to 1. One bad one giving us the finger, and 1,000 coming and hugging us, giving us hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Like, it's insane. But you know what's beating everything right now? You know what's winning? The love.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of generosity down here, and it's a completely unique situation. Yeah,
Well,
that's what it is.
You've got
It's a Canadian situation.
you've got a
yeah.
serious working force in front of you right now. Like if you look at every one of these people around here, they're all pretty hurting from waking up
Yeah.
at 4 in the morning, working until 10 o'clock at night for it, you know? And nobody was complaining about that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, stop telling us what to do.
Yeah.
Let us go make more tax money. Let us go back. That's what we did.
Guys, I'm going to get going. It's really nice talking to you, and I really appreciate your time. I appreciate you talking to the channel.
Say your name and
It's you Ottawa Scotty. So,
let you say it.
so like with a U, and then
Say it. I'm just gonna put it.
it might you Ottawa Scotty.
Yeah.
That's me right there with the Camaro. That's you guys right now. Well, there's 8,000 people watching you right
Well, that's
now.
all right. Thanks for the 8,000.
Hey, you know what? There's a couple rules you should live by. You don't mess with women. You don't mess with children. You don't mess with the elderly. You don't mess with handicaps. And you never threaten a man's family. And if you live by these 5 rules, they make a fist. And if you live by them, you hardly ever have to use it. But if someone breaks one of these rules, and it's a bad one, then you give him all 5 rules over and over again until he learns not to break them. And that'll help you out in life.
That's a good principle, and we'll end it on that. But yeah, it's you guys can watch yourself.
I'm laughing because I don't even want to be on this one.
Okay, take care, guys. Pleasure meeting you. Nice conversation there. It's nice to come down here and talk to some different people. The guys are having a good time. Show them what channel it was, and they're now looking at themselves on You Auto Scotty. Hope y'all having a good time here with You Auto Scotty on your Wednesday night. Down here, pounding the pavement, trying to talk to people, trying to get a sense for what's happening. It's been a great night so far, and let's go, guys. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. All right, more trucks down here. I like those guys a lot. A lot of seems Trudeau is very out of touch with the plight of the working class. I've seen this trailer a few times now. Bear Hugs, or Bear Hug 2. We're gonna turn right up here. We're in front of the Hilton Garden Inn. Hi, how are you? So far tonight we've talked to quite a few people. The general consensus is, we could solve this problem just by lifting some mandates, or at least make it better. Whoa, after you, or at least make it better with a little bit of dialogue here. But here we are, enacting the War Act, courtesy of your Prime Minister. I'm trying not to say a lot about Justin Trudeau because I've never really been a political man, but I have to admit I'm very displeased with Justin Trudeau and the way he has handled this situation. I put the blame all on Mr. Trudeau. We've got a lot of police presence up here coming up. Not sure if we'll be allowed to get through here, but we'll try. Thanks for hanging with You Auto Scotty on your Wednesday night. Please like, share, and subscribe. Pound on that greasy bell. And I hope you're all having a great night. Enjoying your freedom snacks. Hi guys. Do you mind if I just go through here? Okay, thank you guys. I just want to make sure everything's cool there with the police. All right. Okay. We got RCMP, Ottawa Police. Just making sure there's a big gathering of police there, making sure they're okay with me going through. It's actually funny, just sort of eavesdropping on some of their conversations. They're talking about what they had for dinner. One guy was saying he had a nice Caesar salad, so sort of gives you maybe an insight to their stress levels. They seem pretty relaxed, seem pretty cool with me. Some of them wearing masks, some of them not. And we are at Wellington and Bay Street right now. You can feel the first droplets of rain here. Okay, guys, if you we have a few people asking how to support my channel. If you wish, you can visit my website, www.uottawascotty. I've got my PayPal information on there. Not necessary, but I do have people asking me that every now and then. And if you want to make a donation, that's completely up to you. Joanne says, Scotty, you're my favorite YouTuber from the convoy protest. From Minnesota, USA, we stand in solidarity with the Canadian Patriots. Well, thank you so much, Joanne. Really appreciate you hanging out on a Wednesday night. We've got a little bit of a choice here right now. We could go down to I think we should go down to the Alberta convoy. I know a lot of you guys would like to go back up to the hill, but I don't want to say we're very close, but Misty Blue says, you were my favorite streamer. Thank you, Misty. What we're going to do now, guys, we're going to have a nice walk down to Jayla's playing a gig tonight, guys. Take a little walk down to the Sir John A. Macdonald Parkway. Since we're sort of in that region, then we'll make our way back up to Parliament Hill, just because we're kind of in the neighborhood right now, and these guys don't get as much attention down here. We like to get the complete lay of the land tonight. Now, you guys want me to run down there for you? It's gonna get shaky. It's gonna get shaky. It's gonna get real shaky, but I have no problems running. A lot of you guys want me to run down there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You out, Scott, you gotta run. Oh, do my bag up here. I seem to always lose my live stream when I go down here. If I lose you, come on back. Here we go. How are you? Portage Bridge. We got RCMP going that way. Jesus. All right. Oh, nice little jog here. Get the old, get the blood going there. That was a good run. MT says, you're doing the best work. Thanks for bringing us along, showing the truth and humanity, peace and love. I'm hoping that we can take these things that we were learning from this protest and bring them forward. Mr. Gadget says, keep the truth coming. Last interview was great. Here we are in front of the National Holocaust Monument. We are on our way to visit the Alberta convoy, see what this is, see what's happening here. We've covered a lot of ground tonight. We started at the Nicholas Street convoy, spent some time on the Nicholas Bridge. Those guys down there are friendly. They are a nice bunch of people. Everybody down here is friendly. But really nice bunch of people on the Nicholas Bridge. We spent some time in Parliament Hill, downtown. We went down Kent, we went down Bank. Now we're down on the Sir John A. Macdonald Parkway. We've got a blockade here. We've got OPP. Here's the War Museum. We've got Ottawa Police. We've got RCMP down here as well. It does look like we have lost a few trucks down here. Stephen Conlon. Stephen Conlon says, here in England there are no masks and no mandates. I am so sorry for your country under your communist president. He has to go. Love to you all. Thank you for your comment, Stephen. I full-heartedly agree with that, 100%. Trinity Heffernan. Why is the convoy separated like this? That's a good question, Trinity. Here we have more RCMP moving in here. She wants to know why the convoy is separated. That's a good question, Trinity. So let's talk about that for a second. On the Sir John A. Macdonald Parkway, all of these trucks that you're looking at right here would have been on Parliament Hill. Same with all the other trucks, would be more sort of concentrated in one area. But as you can see, when this convoy got here, the police put up this barrier here and prevented, you can see the OPP moving out of the way, letting RCMP through, RCMP. So they prevented the trucks from getting to Parliament Hill. So that is a good question. So they've strategically tried to disperse the trucks. Lots of police movement here, coming and going. We've got some RCMP replacing other RCMP. There are so many police down here, guys. There's a lot. There's a lot of anyways, good question. Lots of police presence down here. There's still lots of supporters too, and a whole lot of trucks. So We have lost one truck in here. So perhaps somebody went home here. Let's go visit the Alberta convoy tonight. Thanks for joining You Out with Scotty. Make sure to like and subscribe, share the content. I suppose after this is done, I'd like to make a montage of all the interviews. Hopefully we have a peaceful, satisfactory resolution to this. I'm going to use this bathroom here, guys, so I'm going to put you down for a second here. Just 2 seconds. All right, might have to get my other battery here too. I'm just gonna keep this one going here. Thanks for not sharing the potty with us. Well, the first potty that we went to was set on fire. So if you missed that, check the first part of our live stream. We do have some confirmed undesirables down here. Fortunately, the fire was put out. So, let's talk to some people down here. See what people have to say down here. We see the rain just starting up. Just gonna get my gloves on. These guys have their own little vibe going on down here. All of these different pockets are different. Hi guys, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you.
I'm pointing out your signature.
Okay, let's just show them real quick.
You Ottawa Scotty signed it. The peace drum. The peace drum for freedom.
It's good to see you, my friend.
Same here, bro.
How's everybody feeling tonight?
Feeling good.
Yeah.
Amazing, as usual.
Okay. Well, I see you guys are having a conversation.
Cool.
We'll let you to it. We'll come back. How are you, my friend? Good. Oh, that's a cute puppy. Who's a good girl? Yeah. Oh, I love puppies. Is it a boy or a girl?
He's a boy.
Oh, he's beautiful. You're a beautiful puppy. Right on. It's nice to see you. Okay. France Girard says, thank you for your resilience and real coverage. Pleasure is mine, France. Really appreciate your super chats. So we are down here at the Sir John A. Macdonald Parkway. Usually, you know, I don't like to get in people's faces too much at this point. I could kind of sense them. Just my general vibe and feelings walking into this part is that it's a lot quieter than I'm used to seeing down here. People are still out, seem to be relatively happy, but perhaps some repairs happening here. Perhaps tensions are a little higher, understandably, than previously before. Some repairs happening here. Talked to this gentleman on one of my first ever streams. We love this setup, this truck right here with the old Prowler camper. It's a full-time job keeping that going, keeping these up to speed. Undercover police right there. So that is police. Seems like the police have a lot of minivans, Dodge Caravans. There's more police. Lots of police, guys. Lots and lots of police. Oof. Okay. Hi guys. How's it going?
I see the paddy wagons there.
Yeah, I did see that.
Uh-oh.
Wondering about that. Do you guys want to share your thoughts real quickly?
I've been on camera so many times, but I just think, you know,
What do you think?
You know, they're not going to get everything they wanted, but they definitely moved the needle. You know, we're in first gear now to getting back to normal. We can almost all see it and grab it.
Yeah.
They've made a difference. They rattled some cages.
Yeah.
They ruffled some feathers. They got under the skin. You know, they shook the world a little bit. So far, it's been pretty peaceful. No one's been hurt. No one's been killed. So even if they all have to clear out tonight, I still think it's a victory. They're not going to get everything they want, but they're never going to accept that.
Right.
But I think they probably should clear out soon before, you know, they go to jail, criminal record, $100,000 fine, lose their truck, lose their license, lose their insurance. It's going to ruin families. There's going to be divorce. They're going to lose their homes, and they might end up in jail. So I think after almost 3 weeks, you know, I still think we got more than what they were going to give us had they not showed up there. So that's my opinion there. I'm proud of what they did, and like I said, they're not going to get everything, but they moved the needle, and now we're in first gear, maybe even second gear, to going back to normal, and it's thanks to them. So in about a month or two, we'll be able to be like free men again and not be segregated and live normal, and we'll hopefully be all friends again. Just a big happy country, you know. I'm usually here with a Boston Bruins jersey, and I had a sign, "Let's go back to being mad with Boston." Hey, I used to have a sign that said, "Let's go back to being mad at Boston," you know. So instead of being mad at each other and wanting to kill each other, we can go back to just being mad at the hockey teams we like and stuff like that. So, there you go, man. Thanks, truckers. Thanks, Freedom Truckers.
Thank you so much for your time, guys. I really appreciate it, and good luck with everything. Have a great night.
Are you an Ottawa resident? Or?
Yeah. Well, I live in Western Quebec, but my name's Ottawa Scotty. I've been down here several times.
Okay, like you're from Shawville or Lusville
or? Casablanca.
Oh, right near Mont Saint Marie.
Yeah. I grew up in Ottawa, though. This is I consider this is my city. I've lived here all my life, man.
I like going up. I like motorbiking up there through Low and Casablanca, and you go to Maniwaki.
Yeah.
Up to Mont-Laurier.
Yeah, Mont-Laurier.
I've been all the way up to. I've been up to Val d'Or.
I've never been there, man.
Been there 3 times, and I went all the way to the James Bay. If you go from Mont-Laurier, you can drive all the way to Val d'Or. You can drive from Val d'Or. It's about 800 kilometers all the way on the James Bay.
That's on my to-do list because what is it like up there? It's just I would imagine it's very majestic.
It's very quiet. It's very peaceful. It's open. When you stand in the middle of the street at night, you don't hear anything. It's so quiet and peaceful, and the trees get smaller and smaller and smaller. And I'm an electrician, so I wanted to go see the hydro dams up there. LG1, LG2, LG3, LG4. So a couple of summers ago, I drove up there with my wife because I wanted to see the big hydroelectric dams, and they're amazing.
I'm going up there, man.
And the electricity is green, it's clean, it's safe, and it's just amazing,
let you do your thing.
But from Ottawa, it's about 1,500 kilometers drive, but it's paved the whole way. Okay. It's not rough road, it's not ground road. They pave it because there's so much maintenance at the hydro dams that the big trucks and all the equipment and the parts and the transformers, they pave it the whole way, so it's nice and clear for the Hydro Quebec guys. So I recommend it, man.
Yeah, it's on my to-do list big time. Thank you so much for your time, my friend.
Thank you.
Take care. Yeah. Okay. All right, so. Oh Jesus! Yeah, you're telling. You're telling me, man. That's.
These guys, most of them are really good people. They don't deserve prison. They don't deserve criminal records. They don't deserve to get roughed up and beat up. And it's just.
No, listen.
Like I said, I wish I could get on stage and be like, "Look, guys, I'm glad you came. I'm glad you rolled in. I supported you every day. But please roll out before shit hits the fan." That's what I'm afraid of. And because these guys. It could ruin their lives if they stay 2 or 3 extra days too many. What is this, day 21?
This is day 18 of filming for me.
Oh wow. Well, like I said, what's the point of staying that 1 or 2 extra days and then you get hit with the big fines and the criminal records and the jail, no license, no insurance, they impound your truck, they repossess. Oh, they're going to shut down their bank accounts too, so you can't even access your money. So that's why I wish, I don't know if it's worth staying an extra day or 2. And even if they did all roll out, there'd be still millions of Canadians on every bridge. Thanks for coming, man. Even though they didn't get true to the step down, which was unrealistic, we would all still be waving and thanks a lot, guys, and they'd be honking. So and if they did roll out, say tomorrow they did decide to roll out before shit hits the fan, I guarantee the government would, for the most part, let bygones be bygones. They might not even get charged with little misdemeanors and stuff like that. I think if they played their cards right, they could all roll out and we would all be waving at every bridge and they might get off scot-free with no criminal records, no charges, no nothing. They might just say, well, boys will be boys and let bygones be bygones, and let's not try to prosecute them till the end of life,
Right. Listen, man. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate your time, and good luck with everything, my friend. And I'm going to make that trip because of you.
Go all the way up to the James Bay. It's paved the whole way, man.
Okay.
Make sure you keep them. There's a point where there's no gas stations for 400 kilometers. Okay. So you make sure if you have a small car, and it only holds 40 liters of fuel. Put every last drop in that tank.
No.
400 kilometers without fuel. And when I was there 2 years ago, it was $1.75 a liter. Back then, I guarantee it's well over $2 a liter up there. Who cares? It's all part of the trip, all part of the fun. Even if it was $4 a liter, you gotta buy it. You're not gonna go anywhere unless you got a Tesla with a solar panel. You can let the battery charge with the solar for a couple of days. But So the most solar you could fit on a Tesla roof is maybe 400 watts. So at 400 watts, it would probably take you all week to charge your car. Okay, buddy.
Take care, man.
Filming there.
Okay.
You're probably gonna put together a sick documentary.
Yeah, maybe. But there's almost 7,000 people.
You'll be able to show the world that this wasn't violent and it wasn't everything they said it was. It was fun.
Yeah.
Peaceful. And we moved the needle towards freedom again.
Take care, my friend. Okay. Okay, so interesting. So we kind of getting a sense for the way things are down here now. It's nice to talk to him. I recognize him. I never got his name, but nice guy. What he's talking about is heading up the Highway 105. You can go north, way up north, all the way to James Bay. It's Jail has actually made that trip a couple times. I've never been up there. Would really like to do that. Perhaps sensing maybe a bit of tensions down here. Perhaps because these guys are so isolated down here that perhaps they feel vulnerable from the police. It would be definitely easier to easier for police to surround this convoy, and so maybe perhaps that's why they feel a little bit more vulnerable down here. There's not as many just sort of like passerbys walking around here, so we'll have to see what happens down here. So it looks like we had Jayla chime in there for a second. Jayla's playing a gig tonight.
Oh yeah.
Michelle, we'll see.
Not as tall as you, but pretty.
I'm gonna come back tomorrow, okay?
Okay, brother.
Okay, see you tomorrow. Take
Have a good
care.
evening.
Take care. All right. Okay. See you later. This is the Alberta convoy. Not as many people here. I don't know if they're in their tents, but I want to leave them alone. I want to leave these guys alone here. I know they're all still here. Their vehicles are here, but maybe they're in their tent. But we're going to leave these guys alone. Okay, guys, we got Ottawa Police, we got OPP on the other side, we have a RCMP here. Let's actually try crossing right now. All right. In this direction here, we have this is the Eddy Bridge here. Ottawa River actually goes underneath this bridge. There's a bunch of really pretty crazy rapids and in this area here. Ottawa War Museum. Okay guys, we're going back to Parliament Hill. Y'all want me to go back to Parliament, so that's what we're gonna do. I might have to plug in a different battery. Looks like we're gonna have to run again. Do some more running for you guys. Getting pretty hungry. See if we can get some food up there, at least some snacks. Giddy up. Here we go, boys. Do some running for you. Gonna get a bit shaky here. Boys and girls, sorry. Green light for you, Auto Scotty. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Oh, geez, I gotta hook up my other battery here. Stick with me here. Time to hook up our other battery. Okay. Alrighty. This one's completely dead. Alright, we're on another battery right now. Hopefully that'll keep us going for a little bit. Alright, we're on a brand new battery. A little peckish here. Could use some freedom snacks. Oh, feeling a bit woozy here now. Haven't eaten. Need some more of that pizza from the guys on the Nicholas Bridge there. Alright. Back in business. Oh, we got police here. Oh, that's not police. No, I didn't know that this was open. Alright, we're going to do some running here. I know y'all love it when I do the running. I got a little shaky, but we're going to save some time here. Got a new battery. We're going to run. Do artwork and mix frozen drinks all at the same time. Let me know what YouTube video I'm referring to right now. If you know, let's work out, paint, and make mixed drinks all at the same time. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. 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 Do you guys know what YouTube video I'm referring to? Let's paint, work out, and make mixed fruit drinks all at the same time. You haven't seen that YouTube video, look it up. Funny stuff. I love my YouTube, guys. I love my YouTube. Hi guys, good to see you. Yeah. Sorry? You Ottawa Scotty.
What is it?
You Ottawa Scotty.
You Ottawa Scott. God bless. Is it? What platform are you using?
That's YouTube.
YouTube. Okay, I have a YouTube as well. It's called Two Preparers Way.
Okay. Okay.
God bless you.
Thank you so much, my friend.
Thanks for live streaming.
I almost got hit. I almost got run over by that bike. We had another police minivan moving around. Beautiful running. Well, thank you so much. Not cold tonight, that's for sure. Here's the police again. So the police move around in these minivans. I'm sure that's police right there as well. So right now we're at the end of the, there's police again right there. Dodge Caravan. A lot of police moving very quickly around tonight. A little disconcerting. We see a lot of movement. And I think that's putting some of the truckers on edge, maybe. The hearing, I'm not sure. The guys up here seem more, of course, there's more supporters up here, so I'd say at this point, this is probably the least stressful place to be up here for the Freedom Convoy. Hi. Some barbecue happening up here. You know, our tents. Okay. Okay. Very quiet down here. Very quiet. And here is a lion, I believe. Show the signs, Scotty. It says True North, strong and free. Right there. Got some police blockades here. We see the OPP again. Well, all three police forces down here. There's a lot of them. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with you, Ottawa Scotty, on your Wednesday evening here. I really appreciate your just waving to some of the police here. Really appreciate your tuning in, and I hope you've enjoyed the coverage tonight of the Freedom Convoy. We've been all over tonight, all over the place, and making our way back up to Parliament Hill, see if we can get a sense for what's happening up here. I gotta figure out how to turn on slow chat. Trucker. Yeah, we're gonna get some food here. All right. Please like and subscribe, share as much as you can. We've got a mailbox on this car. Got a minivan here just completely covered in signatures. It's the Supreme Court of Canada. Looks like we've got some deaf fluid here. Yeah, deaf fluid. Something we've seen a lot is the hockey stick flags. Beautiful dog. Beautiful dog. Female?
Female, 7 months.
Oh, she's a puppy.
Yeah.
She's a freedom puppy.
Yes.
Spencer, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. How you feeling, my friend? Do you mind if I step up on your...
Yeah, what's your YouTube again?
You Ottawa Scotty.
Yeah, hop in the truck.
Okay, cool. Oh, you got your guitar?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's that's awesome.
Best in your bag.
Sure. I've actually never. Well, I haven't been in.
All right.
Well, I've been in last week we were in a transport. I think that was my first time in one, but
Oh, no way, man.
I like this.
Yeah, this one's kind of fancy. It's a bit of a classic style, so it's a little different than some, I guess.
So what year is this one?
03.
03. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you did tell me that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
What's
And Western Canada, you can get.
okay?
Across Western Canada. Very high frequency.